Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. We're back with the Ted Show. You know how I love musical guests. We have one today. I've decided I'm just going to go by Ted now after seeing the one and only Alayna is on the show. Alayna the Underdog. We're going to talk about the music biz. She's going to perform for us at the end of the show, which is really cool. We're going to talk about what 2020 was like and what's going on in 2021. Welcome, Alayna. How you doing?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
I'm so excited to have you on. She's coming to us all the way from the metropolis of Nashville, where she is obviously pursuing her musical dreams, which we'll hear all about that. So the audience always loves the origin story. They like to know about you. They like to get to know you. They want to know if it was always your dream to be a performer, if you always had it in your blood. And so give us a little bit of the journey, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh my gosh, where do I start? I started taking piano lessons when I was really young. I was 7. And then I started singing with the piano a little bit just on my own, and picked up some guitar, has some self-taught guitar there, and wrote my first song when I was about 12. I didn't realize it was really a song.
That's early.
Yeah.
What moved you at 12 years old that was enough for a song? Was it something happened? Were you feeling the teen angst already?
I was feeling that teen angst for sure. I was feeling really lonely, feeling kind of depressed, you know. Yeah. So I wanted to put that, you know, down and get that out. So I did. And so I didn't even realize what I was doing. And then like a few years later, I started really being more interested in it, you know.
Did you know that you were going to make a career of it, or was it going to be something that you just did as an outlet?
I've always wanted to make a career out of it. I definitely use that as an outlet in my mechanism to do everything that I'm through. So yeah, I'm doing it and I'm working my way up there.
So what was it like to go, all right, I'm old enough now, I've decided what I'm going to do with my life. And then are you from Nashville? Did you move to Nashville? What was the process there? Or did you just say, all right, that's it, I'm going to do everything I can to make this dream come true?
Yeah, I just decided that basically. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to move. And I shoved everything in my car that I could. And I moved by myself. And there I was in a little 1-bedroom apartment with some lawn chairs and a sleeping bag, you know, until my now fiance moved a couple months later, and he brought a truck with my actual bed in it. So that was nice to finally get my bed back. That was great. You work like what you have until you don't have it, you know?
I understand. But you move there. It's one thing to move, like you've got the dream, right? It's that movie scene. You're going to Nashville. You're going to do your thing. And then what was the business side of that like? Is it difficult to get heard? Give us a little bit of behind the scenes there on what the Nashville music scene is for an up and coming artist.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's so much different than you would expect, you know. Like I had so much to learn when I first moved here, and I've learned so much since I've been here. It's not all like, you know, rainbows and sunshine and stuff like that, you know. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. It's a lot of work that maybe, you know, people might not see. You know, it's a lot of hard work. I have friends that moved here. We have like a group of friends that, you know, we all met when we first moved here, and a lot of them left after like 6 months or a year because they didn't realize how hard, you know, it was going to be. But I was just determined to just stick around, and July is going to be 10 years for me, which is
10 years.
Yeah. 10 years. And they say it's a 5 to 10 year town. So I'm just crossing my fingers here.
Well, you must have planted roots then. Has that made it easier? We were talking before we went live about 2020 and the pivoting. You having roots in Nashville, did it make it easier for you to have to pivot away from live performances and meetings and things like that to still keep your career on track?
I mean, yeah, with 2020, it's been such a strange, 2020 was such a strange year.
It was.
And I've just been doing what I can, you know, to keep going, just posting on social media, continue writing songs. And there have been some places out here where you can still play live. So I've been doing that. But yeah, it's definitely been really, really, really crazy. And I hope that things do get back to normal soon and we can all go to big concerts again, you know?
That's what I want. All right. So before we get to your song, tell us about the writing process for you. Do you collaborate? Do you write everything on your own? What's that like? And then how do you pick a song? How do you choose a song that you're going to record and release?
Oh, those are great questions. So I love to co-write. Nashville is basically a lot about the co-writing thing. And I do write by myself. I just don't do it as much as I used to do, but I love co-writing. I like to write with normally 1 or 2 people. I've done 4, I've done 5 before. It gets a little bit more difficult, but you know, because there's so many people in the room with so many ideas. But I love co-writing. And I'm sorry, what was your other question?
Well, so tell us about how you pick a song. So you can write all day long, but then you do have to make choices about which of your babies, aka your songs, that you would record and really make a release out of.
That's true. So I try to go with a song that I feel like I connect with the most, that sounds most like me and portrays me well as an artist and gives me like lyrics that I feel comfortable putting out there, melodies that I want to sing and I want to be heard. So that's basically how it's like connecting with it as an artist.
All right. So what are you performing for us?
Okay. So I'm going to play my current single. It's called Break It Down.
Break It Down. All right. Tell us a little bit about it. And then, you know, I told you why I take myself off the screen. So we're going to make it a solo for Alayna.
So this is called Break It Down. I wrote it with my friends Kenny and Janelle Angel. And we wrote this back in 2012. So it's kind of an older song. But I walked into the session one day. It was our first time writing together. And I had an idea for Break It Down. And I don't know, it went really smoothly.
Love it.
Oh, I got
it. All right. Yeah. Alayna and Break It Down.
All right, here we go.
All right.
He took my heart right in his hands and he smashed it. And a few more stones were laid on my wall. The first was placed when I was 5 and Daddy walked away. Sometimes I wonder how I loved at all. Break it down, break this wall, stone by stone, I want it gone. Open up my heart and make me free. Make it tumble, make it fall, take a hammer to it all. I think I'm ready. Break it down. I know you're not like who they were, boy, you surprised me. You love me just for me and nothing else. Well, my defense is now crumbling, but it may take some time. But if I try to break this wall, I want your help. Break it down, break this wall, stone by stone, I want it gone. Open up my heart and make me free. Make it tumble, make it fall, take a hammer to it all. I think I'm ready. Break it down with me. Let's use these stones to build a bridge. new place where I'm learning to forgive. Break it down, break this law, stone by stone, I want it gone. Open up my heart and make me free. Make it soft or make it fall. Take a hammer to it all. I think I'm ready. Break it down with me. I know I'm ready. Break it down with me, yeah. Come on and break it down. Oh yeah.
I loved that.
Oh, thank you.
That was so good. You know, as I was listening, obviously I want to ask you about the song itself, but as I was listening, I'm like, God, so you're not old enough to remember, but the Indigo Girls and that very 90s Tracy Chapman feel to it. I loved it. It was so good.
I love it.
So, I mean, it really was. It was great. And sometimes, and I always like to confess this, sometimes I take myself off because I don't know how you're going to sound. And so if it's real bad, I don't want my face to show that. That is not the case here. That was really great. All right, so tell us about the song itself. That was autobiographical. Did you write it with other people?
It was kind of autobiographical. Yeah, I wrote it with Kenny and Janelle Angel, this
That's right.
awesome married couple. And it's basically about a girl that has walls up from previous hurt or, you know, relationships or anything like that. And she just wants to break it down for this person that's come into her life that is loving her the right way, you know, finally. And it's kind of autobiographical. There's a line in it that says, the first was placed when I was 5 and daddy walked away.
Yes.
That's not completely true for me. Like, I never knew my father, but that wasn't like, that's not like real, but you know, we just kind of wrote it. But
good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
All right. So tell people, how do they find you? What's the best way to get your music? What's the best way to follow you? Find out where you're at, what you're doing.
So, yeah, spell my name Alayna, as you can probably see here. And you find me on Spotify, alaynasmusic.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Alayna924, YouTube. Okay. I'm everywhere. I'm
and we do have the website going, alaynasmusic.com. Is there a favorite artist that you have today that's in the pop realm, or do you tend to go for the older, more classic?
Oh my gosh. Well, I love Miranda Lambert as a country artist.
She's amazing.
Yes, she's one of my favorites ever. And I love Maren Morris, and I love how she's kind of crossed over to pop a little bit too. And they're my 2 top favorites right now. See,
there you go. Now you heard it. All right. Alayna the Underdog, thank you so much for being on the show. alaynasmusic.com. Thanks for performing. You were awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome back anytime. Anytime you want to promote a new single or album, do we still call them albums? You are welcome back. All right.